Okay, so let's get started right quick. If you're new here, welcome in. We get together like this every Monday and Friday. I give you the Tarotscope of the week or the weekend, and we talk, we read tarot, we talk about spirituality, we talk about everything, and we see what is coming up for us throughout the week, okay? Because we need this information. We need to know how to handle, what's coming up and how to handle life through balance and power, okay? So, I missed that, Tracy. I don't know what you're referring to. Okay, so what we're going to do first is I'm going to move these out of the way. We'll have some over here. We are going to balance our heart chakra, okay? This bowl is attuned to the frequency of the heart chakra. So all you do is listen to the bowl sing. We want to get in a nice vibrational place so we can get a good reading and we can start our weekend nice and balanced, okay? So all you do is just relax and breathe and listen to the vibration, okay? So here we go. Just breathe. Now let's all take a collective deep breath in. Pick up all the fears, the worries, everything negative from the weekend and blow it out. Okay, you can do that anytime. Get all of that out. We talked about that in the masterclass, right? Where you can pick up that heaviness and anxiety doing the breath work. It works. Okay, so today we do have the full moon in Aquarius, okay? Now, it started at, I want to say like 2 a.m.-ish. I don't remember if that was Eastern or Central time. But anyways, make sure you put your crystals and your moon water out this tonight. I did mine last night just because I wanted to catch the peak energy, but you can still do it tonight, okay? And remember, the full moon is all about things coming to fruition, things coming to light, endings, whatever it is that is necessary in your life is what is meant to happen on the super full blue moon, okay? So just be aware, like I wouldn't make any major changes today, okay? I wouldn't sign any major contracts. I wouldn't do anything major today. Just let today be, okay? Just think about what is going on in your life, what is coming to fruition. You might have some major aha moments. You might have some issues with your social circle. Just like, take a step back and look at it and be like, you know what? Is this right for me? Is this best for the highest good? Like what changes do I need to make? Okay? Because think about it too, like when you're outside and there's no moonlight, it's really dark. You can't see, right? So, we have light pollution, but you know what I'm talking about. But whenever the moon is full, it illuminates so much, right? So that's what the full moon is about, is to illuminate things, to bring things to light. Whether that is like something needs to come to an end, something needs to begin, whatever it is for you, it's going to be different individually, okay? Does that make sense? Good morning, good morning. Okay, so let's get our fairy blessing for the week, and then y'all are going to pick the tarot deck that I use. And don't forget, we have tarot apprenticeship starting on the 27th. It's going to be fun, you guys. 12 weeks. We get to spend 12 weeks together. Oh, God. Speaking of crazy energy. Okay, let's try that again. What is going on with my cards? Let's see. They're like jumping out. We must have a major message or something. Okay, a blessing of Ain. I know we've pulled this one before, and I don't remember what the message is, so of course I'm going to read it to you. And it's number 9, how perfect for the full moon, because 9 is things coming to fruition, things coming to completion. Interesting. Maybe that's why they were jumping out. They're like, nope, you need this card. Whoops. Okay. A blessing of Ain, the fairy gift of physical innocence, the blessing of knowing your body is your own, a source of gladness and enjoyment. I remember this one now. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. So the fairies now bless you with the restoration of your innocence, that sense of being completely cleared of any guilt or dissonance around your body, and your right to have complete sovereignty over your physicality. Your body belongs to you, fairy friend. It is yours to share or to hold to yourself. It is your choice to take lovers, to be free of all commitments, or to explore. It is your choice, and as long as you follow the magical principle of do no harm, you may do as you will. Now, we talked about this the last time we got this card, right? Because you are free to do whatever it is that you want with your body. As long as you're not harming yourself or another person, it is okay. What you need to know, though, is if you are inviting another person into your physicality, you are also inviting their energy, okay? So everything that they carry around with them now becomes shared with you. Everything that you carry around with you now becomes shared with them, okay? So if you have a lot of trauma that you're hanging on to, if you have a lot of negativity and you share your physicality with another person, you are doing them harm. If they have all of that and they're sharing it onto you, they are doing you harm. Does that make sense? So it's not that there's shame, guilt, blame in, getting physical with somebody, but you need to understand how energy works and what happens whenever you are physical with somebody. So it's not even just like, intimacy. It's also about being close to somebody, being vulnerable with somebody, allowing somebody in your energetic field, okay? So it's like you can be around the people that you want to be around, but you have to also understand that some people will dump their energy on you, you'll dump yours on them, and it's just like a mixture of like crap. You just got into a relationship this week. I'm just going to say that's not the ideal thing to do during Mercury retrograde. So just make sure that you are communicating properly. Like you're listening and you're watching their actions and everything is matching up, okay? Because when you get into a relationship in Mercury retrograde, it sets the relationship off to have miscommunications and you're not going to be on the same page. It's not saying it's never going to work out. You can work on it, but it's just not the ideal time to make commitments like that. So good luck. My cars decided to throw themselves. I walked away. Nice. Okay, so let's choose our tarot deck, okay? We have Tarot Mucha, right? Deck number 1. Y'all have seen this one before. And then we have the Wizard's Tarot, okay? Deck number 2. So y'all choose in the comments. Please only vote once so we can keep a proper toll. Let me know in the comments, deck 1 or deck 2. 2's are already getting it on TikTok. Nice. Y'all help me keep track. Okay, 2's by a landslide on TikTok. Holy cow. Instagram is wanting 1, but 1 or 2? Camera 1, camera 2. Deck 1, deck 2. Yeah, so Instagram, I know you guys are wanting deck 1, but TikTok is like killing it with deck 2. So I'm sorry, Instagram, you're overruled. There's a lot more people on TikTok live than there is on Instagram. So I'm sorry, Instagram. I'll bring out deck 1 again soon, so maybe we can use that. The Wizard's Tarot is a great deck, honestly. They're both great decks. But, okay. Let's see. So what we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to look at the energy of the week. I'm going to pull a card for each day, Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday morning, I'll pull cards for Friday through Sunday, okay? The reason why we're doing that is because we're looking at the energy theme of the day. That way, you are aware of what is possible, either collectively or personally, and then you can handle it in your power. And it's not going to be all negative, so don't think that. All right. What do we need to know this week? What is our messages for each day, Monday through Thursday this week? Okay, for today, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So, we have the full moon in Aquarius, right? Seven of Wands in reverse is a feeling of you've got too much coming at you. Remember how I said it's going to be a long day for me? That's this kind of energy. Like you have all of this stuff coming at you and maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe it's exhausting you. It could be collectively that there's some discord going on in your circle. It could be friends. It could be work. It could be family. It could be just general collective, like societal. There's some sort of drama here and you're like, I don't know if I can handle this. But you can handle it, okay? Because when we turn this direct, it's telling you that you have what it takes to stand your ground. You have the upper hand here. In reverse, you don't, right? So what it takes is for you to see things from a higher perspective to understand, okay, let me take a step back and let me look at the situation, see what's going on. How can I handle this? How can I switch it to where I have the upper hand because I'm dealing with the situation in my power? So whether this is like taking things off of your plate or it's setting boundaries with other people, it's like asking you, what is it that you need to do to turn this card direct where you feel like you're in your power, okay? And sometimes, you just got to lay low and let the energy pass. I've had to do that recently where I had to just be like, okay, well, there's something, going on beneath the surface here, so I'm just going to let this pass, I'm like, and that's how you can handle things in your power. You're not avoiding it. You're not ignoring it. You're understanding that there must be something else going on underneath that you're maybe not aware of. And you're like, okay, I'll give you a free pass on this one. But next time, boundaries coming down like a hammer. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So you might be feeling a little emotional tomorrow. Again, we have the super full blue moon. Okay, the Queen of Cups, when she's in reverse, her emotions, let me set this deck down so I can show y'all. You see the water here? Her emotions are flowing all over her. Okay, in tarot, water is emotions. It's your intuition, it's your psychic ability. It's all those things. So it's flowing all over her and she can't deal. She can't handle a thing. She's just like, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm emotional. Maybe it's the full moon making you emotional. There's something going on here because remember the moon pulls at the tides. Well, we're mostly water, so it pulls at us, right? So just be aware that tomorrow you could be feeling a little emotional. Today you could be feeling a little frustrated or intimidated. Tomorrow maybe a little bit emotional. Just realize that is the effect that it has on us in the full moon and we're going to let it pass, okay? Be aware of what you're feeling and don't project that out onto other people, okay? Personal awareness means I'm aware that I'm emotional today or I'm in a bad mood today and I need to check myself when I'm dealing with another person. It doesn't mean everybody needs to watch out for me. That is not their responsibility, okay? It can also indicate that maybe tomorrow you're dealing with somebody who you see is emotionally manipulative, maybe codependent. Are you being codependent? Are you expecting others to coddle you, to give you what you want, and to feed into your negativity? Be aware, okay? If you have another person around you that is that way, be aware and set boundaries, okay? Do not play into this manipulation if you're dealing with somebody who is emotionally manipulative, okay? Oh, no, I cannot imagine that. Yeah, I mean, that's hard. Because, women, you're supposed to go with the cycles of the moon, right? And so that's why you're much more likely to be emotional because it pulls at you because you have all this testosterone, all these hormones happening. And then you have the moon pulling at you. It's a lot. Okay, so let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So again, just like last week or last weekend, we got a lot of reversals. Why? It's just the wonky energy right now because we have, I believe, Saturn squaring Jupiter right now. So it's like Jupiter wants us to expand, wants us to go have fun, wants us to learn and be abundant and all these things. And Saturn's like, you got shit to do first. And Jupiter's like, son of a bitch. Okay? So just understand that energy is wonky. And the full moon makes it even more so, right? So with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's telling you that now might not be the best time, or where is your resistance? So it might not be the best time to get in a relationship, to buy a car, to sign a contract, because we are in Mercury retrograde, right? Communication's off. So the Wheel of Fortune is also asking you, where are you resisting? Where are you resisting this change? Okay? Because on the traditional Rider-Waite deck, there are the 4 fixed signs on the outside of the wheel. Fixed signs don't like change, right? But when they're on the Wheel of Fortune, they understand the change. They understand that change needs to happen, and it's happening for the higher purpose, right? Because they understand there's a plan to this. So when there's resistance here to this change, why? What's going on? What are you afraid of? Oh, hang on, I'm trying to unhide comments, you guys. Give me one sec. Okay, y'all are conversating with each other. That's great. So does that make sense? So on Wednesday, it might feel like you have delays. It might feel like something was supposed to happen and it didn't. So there might be a big change of plans happening on Wednesday. And this is a major arcana. So this would be a big theme. So it could be something in society where we thought this was going to change. Something was going to happen. And all of a sudden it's like, nope, we're stuck here. There's a resistance, okay? So just pay attention throughout the day of like, okay, what plans have I made for Wednesday? Like what can possibly be delayed or changed, or what am I resisting here that needs movement forward? Okay. Let's look at Thursday. Damn, another reversal. We have the High Priestess in reverse. So you guys, it looks like a lot of this week is going to be about you kind of like hanging low. Okay, again, it seems like there's a lot of emotional things happening this week. Hang on, let me unhide this. If you've already been working on deals and contracts and things like that before Mercury went retrograde, yes, it's fine. However, you want to make sure that you read through it very thoroughly, especially if you're signing contracts today. Read through it 3 or 4 times, okay? Just to make sure, because remember, communication is off. You're kind of missing each other, all right? Now here on Thursday, we have the High Priestess in reverse. So let's talk about this, because when the High Priestess is direct, she is in her power, right? She is sovereign. She is the ultimate gatekeeper. She is psychic. She is intuitive. She has everything that she needs, and she knows that, right? When she's in reverse, she is just all over the place, okay? She is just like diarrhea of the mouth, diarrhea of the emotions. She is just a hot mess, okay? So there could very well be an issue either with yourself or a friend or somebody here. Because the High Priestess, she keeps secrets. She's a very good and loyal friend, right? You would tell your friend something and then she's like locked in the vault, no problem. But when she's in reverse, she spills everybody's secrets. She talks too much. She's jealous. She is just in that feminine rage. She's very negative, okay? So it's telling you on Thursday to be aware of your own self, but also be aware of the people around you. Be aware of who you're talking to. Again, this full moon in Aquarius has to deal with your social circles, with your friends, right? So there's sometimes a friend that you know really shouldn't be a close friend, right? So you got to move away from them. But also be aware that somebody may come up to you and ask you about something, and somebody else has asked you to keep it confidential, and you just spill the tea and you've just betrayed somebody, Does that make sense? You do that well laying low? Yeah. You're having a hard time deciding which tarot deck to get. You're new. Get the traditional Rider-Waite deck. That's the first one that I teach all of my students on, and then branch out, okay? And we're going to talk about branching out to different decks in my tarot community, okay? Because somebody asked me about that or suggested that, and in my tarot community, we're going to talk about what it's like or what it means to start with the Rider-Waite tarot deck, and then how you use all of that to branch out to different decks and then use their symbology and things like that, okay? So anyways, here, yeah, High Priestess is in reverse. There might be this feeling of like kind of cut off from your intuition and things like that. So this week really is a lot about just kind of like laying low because of the square with Jupiter and Saturn, Mercury retrograde, the super full blue moon, all of these things happening. It's like, just chill. Okay? Just be aware that there's going to be some really spicy energy, and the way you handle it is going to determine how you move forward. Okay? Yeah, blues for the super blue moon, yeah. Look, see? The Hierophant is underneath and he's direct. Look. The Hierophant is the teacher. So is Saturn. Okay? Saturn's like the judge, it's the teacher, it's like the father figure of like, hey, you need to be aware of this. You've got things that you need to get done. You got things that you've got to, make moves on or like move away from. There's something here, and this is all a lesson for you this week. Okay? The Hierophant is like trying to teach you things so you can get to a higher level, right? It's like your teacher, it's like your teacher trying to teach you so you pass so you can get to the next grade. Same thing here, right? And the more you commit to this, the more that you are like, yes, I am a student of this. I'm ready to learn. I'm going to show you through these obstacles and through these opportunities that I'm doing the work, and the universe is going to be like, hell yeah, get to the next level. Okay? It's kind of like school, kind of like a game. There's something here where we have to get to the next level, right? So that's what I've been doing for the past 10 plus years, and it's legit. It works. Okay. All right. So let's get some oracle and see what other messages we need to know. And with this blessing, right, of your body being your own, that is a message of you're allowed to say yes. You're allowed to say no to things. This is your own body. This is your own life. You do what is necessary for you as long as you're not harming yourself or anybody else. Okay? Or as long as somebody is not coming in that you know is toxic and you are harming yourself because you're allowing them to harm you. Okay, does that make sense? Because I also find it very interesting. Let me show you something right quick. You notice how their cloaks are blue? Right? Well, so is hers. So is his. Okay? So blue, oh gosh, look behind the Hierophant with the tower. Big changes happening, you guys. Because we have Uranus conjunct, or I don't even know. There's some sort of influence with Uranus. I can't remember. I'm not an astrologer. But yeah. So big changes, and it's telling you that this is a lesson. This is an opportunity here for you to create change, or change is going to happen to you. Okay? So yeah, pointing out those cloaks, blue is a very healing color. It's also the color of your throat chakra. All right? So whenever you affirm something, you are, and you believe it, you're doing your affirmations, it heals a little part of you. Okay? But also, every time you set a boundary and you tell somebody, this is what I'm willing to accept, this is what I'm not, you heal a little part of yourself. Okay? Because you're making that throat chakra stronger. Because you're not, dampening your speech or the way you feel because you're afraid of other people. All right? Yeah, I thought that's very interesting. Because here the cloak is red, starting off the week, right? Like you don't have the power that you need. You don't have the energy that you need today to like start off this week, you're thinking, oh God, it's Monday, here we go again, right? And then the rest of the cloaks are blue. And so it's like, you know, if you start off this week by turning it direct, you'll turn the rest of the cards direct. Okay, you have the power here. The tarot is not an end all be all. The tarot is showing you exactly what the energy is, what is possible, and you have the power to adjust those cards. I almost knocked on it again. Lots of chaos in your partner's life. Just being quiet and listening. Good, because sometimes that's all they need. Look at that. Second time in a row. Okay? We've got the action card. What does this mean? Remember how we were talking about your want has to be greater than your fear. Remember how I was talking about those horses can jump over that fence at any time. I mean, look at the relativity to their size. And we had this on Friday. So we have action telling you that this is a week of divinely inspired action. This is a week telling you, you know, like, what do you want most? You have to make changes within, and you have to make changes without. So you're in control here. Are you going to turn this direct, or are you going to let it stay this way and let the rest of your week be shit? It's up to you. Okay? This over here. Is this making sense? Is it resonating? That's the color I'm wearing. Going to change. You're wearing red or blue? If you're wearing red, that's good. If you feel like you need more power, wear red. It's resonating? Good. Thank you, Gina. She said, hello, Miss Erica. Great class this weekend. I'm so glad everybody enjoyed it. Yes, red is very protective. It's that strong energy. Anytime you want to be seen as powerful, wear red. Like you think of like the red power suit for women and or, you know, dress. Yeah. Wearing all blue currently? That's okay. Okay, let's see, what else do we need to know? And this is what we'll go over in Tarot Apprenticeship, because remember, we go over colors. Because you need to understand how colors affect you. Okay, so right today I'm wearing green. Green is the color of the heart chakra. It's a very grounding type of energy. It's about growth and abundance. And I love the color green because it's connected with nature, right? So you got to understand, understand how colors work and how it really does affect your energy. Ooh, we got goblins. Look at that. Number 5. There's change happening. Let's read, because I like this message. Oops, I missed it. Okay. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card appearance is an opportunity for growth, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. That is so true. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of the negativity. So think about that as we have this 7 of Wands in reverse, okay? think of all these wands here as like the goblins because they're in reverse. It's all those reminders of you can't do that. Like, you're not good enough. You don't have the power. You don't know enough. You're not ready. That's not the life meant for you. Or, just think about how dumb you are. And, those little goblins in your ear, you have to tell them, shut up. Okay? You have to tell them to shut up. Think about the Labyrinth. That card always makes me think of the Labyrinth, the movie with David Bowie. And the little goblins are like trying to lead her to different areas. And she's like, no, that doesn't make sense. Or, and she figures it out because she doesn't listen to the goblins. She actually kind of like starts to work with them to find her way. Oops, hang on. Wearing blue and red and pink. Oh, nice. Yes, red also does stimulate appetite. So red brings up the energy, okay? So think about fast food restaurants. When you go in, or like chain restaurants, go in and look at the main color in the restaurant and see how fast they want you in and out. So if it's mostly red, they want you to get in, eat, and then get out. You love the Labyrinth? Me too. Oh, thank you, Monty. Blue is a very healing color. When you go into a hospital, you'll see a lot of blue. And blue is connected to the throat chakra. So, yeah, it can be very healing. Let's do this one. I don't know why these are starting to get stuck. Goodness. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to know? And Madi, these body waves are actually from that straightening. It's also like a straightening curling iron that I found on TikTok. I'll have to put it on my showcase to show y'all what it is. But it has the flat for the straightening iron, but the outside of it is round, so you can use it as a curling iron as well. So like you put it in, and then you can curl it, and it gives you the body waves. But on the outside, it blows cool air, so it's cooling your hair as you're curling it, and so it sets the style. It's pretty legit. I think that might be it. That might be the brand. It's the pink one. Yeah, it works like a charm. I can do my hair so quickly with that thing. So yeah. Black is the color of death and decay. It is absorption. So yeah, a lot of people, love to wear black, but that I would be very careful because you're absorbing the energy of everybody and everything around. And like I said, it's the color of death and decay. No, it's not the Lange. It's one off of TikTok. Okay, so we have courthouse. So when we have courthouse, it could be that you're having to deal with legal issues, but this is telling you that there is going to be somebody who helps you. Okay, somebody who is like standing up for you, and it could be maybe you're having to stand up for somebody else, because maybe this is another person that you're coming across today that is in, I don't want to say trouble, but you know what I'm saying, like they're struggling, and maybe you decide to stand up for them and help them because maybe somebody in the past stood up and helped you. Okay, so whatever you're dealing with here, if it's legal, if it's work, if it's relational, because this is a general collective, there is some situation where you're going to get help, by this person, because it's like they know exactly what to do. They have the knowledge in order to help you. All right? So it could be that you're getting some great advice from this person. You wore black today? That's okay. Just be aware. Yeah, we're on the same page, Monty. Can I post the curling iron in the collective? Yeah, I'll see if I can find a way to do that. I mean, it's great. Because, I never was good at using a flat iron to curl my hair. I was always afraid I was going to, burn my hair off because, you have to hold it closed and then like turn it, and it's a pain in the ass. And I was like, forget it. I'll just use a wand, use a wand and curl it. But this little doohickey, it's like a regular curling iron, and you just close it on there and you can turn it and just drag it through and it curls your hair. And then I run my fingers through it and it gives me different kinds of ways. Sometimes this is like day 2 hair. So I curled it yesterday. Today, I just literally woke up. God, Lee, I can't even talk. Woke up, combed it out, and I was like, okay, this will do. Didn't have to do anything to my hair. Honestly, I didn't. Transparent, you guys. Wearing red and black. Oh, interesting. Black and crystals is protective and grounding. Why is this telling me this? This freaking iPad, you guys. It just told me I had low battery. Hang on a second. Mercury retrograde is kicking this iPad's ass. 1 second. Let me make sure it's charging. Yeah, it's charging. It says green. I don't freaking know, man. So if it dies, TikTok, I'm sorry. But anyways, yes, black crystals are grounding and protective. But black, like if you're wearing it and you have it all around, it's very absorbing, because that's the thing. The black crystal absorbs that energy and it's protecting you. But if you're wearing black, you're absorbing that energy. Does that make sense? It's delaying what I'm saying. White is good. White reflects the energy. White represents purity and spirituality. So yeah, white is good to wear. People used to make fun of me because I was the gal that always showed up in like skinny jeans and like a cool white top. Like a t-shirt or a sweater or something like that. I have so much white in my closet, and I just naturally gravitated towards that because that's just what my intuition was telling me. And in my closet, you'll see a lot of whites, greens, neutrals, that kind of thing. I do have some reds and pinks and whatnot, oranges. I do have a lot of black because I am a professional singer. We wear black a lot, which is the worst color we can wear when we're out at gigs, but it is what it is. So yeah, white I've always been just drawn to. And I found out the reason as I started learning about, metaphysics, symbology, all that stuff. Feel powerful in white? Yeah. And you know what's interesting? Fun fact. We were talking about this in my masterclass, you guys. In the Q&A, I told you I'm like a sponge. Like I have all this information that stays back here, and something will trigger it, and I'm like, ding, here he goes. So fun fact. Do you know why they say that you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day? Does anybody know? It's not a fashion thing. Do you know the real reason? I'm just waiting to see if anybody knows. Do you know the reason why you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day? Don't Google it right quick to see if you know. Yes. Spot on, Cheryl. Spot on. Okay, she says it's to decipher between rich and poor people. Yes, it is a class thing. So, no, it doesn't have anything to do with spirit. So let me tell you. The thing about not wearing white after Labor Day is to distinguish, are you rich or are you the working class? Because the rich still wear white. Working class are not allowed. So that's it's not a fashion thing. It has nothing to do with fashion. They are trying to show themselves as elite because they understand, the elites understand what white is. White is purity. White is divine connection. White is reflective, right? And so whenever you wear white, think about like the Pope and priests and all that stuff. They always wear white. And they'll have other colors that go with it, right? So the elite, they still wear white to show that they are more pure, better, So if you want to wear white after Labor Day, I can wear white. Okay? Funny how I never followed that. Oh, same, Monty, same. I'm like, I don't give two shits about like fashion and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm glad y'all are the same way. This is why we get along. You knew it was elite. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. So there you go. There's your fun fact. Okay, let's find out some more. Whoops. Ooh, look, we have the rose. I love this card. Says femininity and beauty, feelings of love, blooming romance, or expressing affection. Now, the rose is also connected to the resurrection. Okay? It's also connected to Archangel Michael. So we can take this even further, right? You could be going through some major changes, some major epiphanies this week. You could be like making some boss moves because you're like, you know what? I'm turning into a completely different person. But you're not turning into a different person. You're actually allowing yourself to be who you're originally supposed to be, who you originally designed yourself to be, right? You're shedding all of that stuff that, you know, all the labels and everything that people put on you, and all the boundaries and the roadblocks and whatnot that people put on you. You're getting rid of all of those, and you're emerging as the real you, as your divine self. Okay, that's like the resurrection. You're coming back alive, right? And here with the feminine energy, we do have two very strong feminine energies here in the week, right? But they're both reverse. So it's telling you to take that feminine energy back. Take it back and put yourself back in order and stand in your power and deal with the situations like the boss that you are, okay? And if you're a male watching this, if you're a masculine energy watching this, it could be that you are needing to tap into your feminine energy, or sometimes you're a little bit too much into your feminine energy. And so you have to be aware of what's going on inside, okay? This week is really going to have you focusing a lot of what's going on internally. And how is my external world affecting that? How is my social circle affecting that? Am I spending too much time on social media and it's affecting me mentally and emotionally? You know, like what's going on? And this moon is meant to illuminate that, okay? Are y'all having sound delays? Let me know. Which one? Let's do this one. Y'all are good on Instagram? That's good. I think it's just TikTok's having issues, maybe. It could be TikTok or it could be my freaking iPad. I don't know. It is delayed for you? Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, I'm glad Instagram's good. At least, like, I'll be able to download the video from Instagram and it'll be aligned. And I'll repost it on YouTube like I normally do. Okay, we have marine life. So we have fives, a lot of fives showing up. I won't say a lot, but we have fives showing up. This is the third five that we've gotten. So 5 equals change, right? It's number 32, but here we have number 23. Remember how I said something's going on within? That's similar to what this card means. Let's talk about it. Okay, it says, fertility is yours. Your wishes will be granted. There is more than one way to find a solution to a problem. Adapt to the new. So what is marine life? What is water? Remember how I said in tarot, water is your emotions. It's your internal self. It's your feminine self. And the marine life, they go to the depths, right? And so it's telling you that there is some changes happening within, and it's going to affect what's going on outwardly, okay? And so are you going to be brave enough to go to the depths to find out what's going on within, because I do feel like there is this big emergence happening with some of y'all. Not all of y'all. Some of y'all are too afraid, but some of y'all are ready, right? So there's this massive emergence. You feel it on the inside. You feel it like right here. And you're just like, I feel like I'm just like coming out. I'm becoming, you know? And it's asking you, like, are you ready for this? Are you brave enough to do this and step out into this new energy no matter what happens externally? Because if you do this, then your wishes come true. Then you have this abundance. Then you have all the good things that you've been looking for because you were brave enough to step out into that energy as being your true, authentic self, as making decisions for your highest good, as, you know, following that direct aim that you have, that goal that you're going towards. Is that making sense? And tell me in the comments, are you the one that's ready or are you the one that's still afraid? Good. Totally bring it on. Good. Yeah, let me know if you're ready or if you're afraid, and we can talk about it. Ooh, we have 53, stranger curiosity. Definitely ready? No fear, just time to do more. Good, good, good. See? Love it. Ready, you're ready, you're afraid. Okay, why are you afraid? Tell me in the comments why you're afraid, and we can talk about it for a sec. So here we have stranger curiosity. Let's find out what we need to know. It's a very cool looking card. And it's number 53. So there's that 5 again. They're just like peeking out here and there. Okay. The other. Moving past fear of differences, curiosity, and acceptance. This is going to be good. The stranger moves through the world in a shroud of darkness that often elicits fear, rejection, and uncertainty, as the danger of the unknown defines its very presence. Yes, there is a veil of separation between you. Look closer and summon the courage to remain open to what you might find. You may be conditioned to look only for what mirrors what is safe and known to you, refusing to entertain any concept of other beyond something to fear. In order to broaden your world and your experience of it, you must refute the illusion that sameness is the only way. Nothing you expect externally matches up with the other, and you're challenged by your own inexperience, but don't miss this opportunity for learning. Something extraordinary is being offered to you now if you remain curious and teachable. Allow the newness to envelop you as you explore the possibilities. This is a departure from your expectations, but the stranger has come to invite you to dance to a new music, a new tempo, a new sensation that will add more dimension to you and what you create as a result. Now is the time to leave room for other points of view, other ways of seeing with humility and grace. This is a defining moment. Take the risk. Life is a precious diamond with many facets, not just one. You guys, if you're in the collective, you heard that this morning, didn't you? Did you watch that video I posted? How freaking cool is that? I love when that shit happens. Isn't that crazy? I freaking love my job. If you're not in the collective, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But like my face just turned red and everything because I was like, whoa. Whoa. That literally just happened, y'all. It just blew my mind too. Holy shit, you guys. I've never posted anything like that in the collective, you know, that recording. And I was like, I need to send that to them this morning. So I did. And then we just, okay. That was crazy. So this is confirming what I was just talking about. There is an emergence happening within you or other people around you. I mean, it's going to be different for everybody, because if you're too afraid, then you're going to stay stuck, right? But if you're ready, holy crap, it's coming. Hang on, let me check. Totally ready. This may create a big problem and my kids find out and may turn against me. Well, here's the thing. If you're emerging, if you're going through this change and you're emerging as your true self, your children, I would highly doubt that they're going to turn on you. They might not understand it at first. It might take them a little while to get what's going on. But, you don't have to be like, bam, everything's different. You have to treat me differently, all this other stuff. It's not a selfish thing. It's just like, you know what? I'm going to start being who I am for my highest good, and I'm going to start treating people with love and respect because that's for the highest good, that kind of thing. So it might take them a little bit to kind of like settle into that new energy, but it'll be okay. You're very welcome. I've seen another spiritual shift, stronger bond with the energy for those awakened, and another wave of awakening folks. Ooh, I like that, Maudie. Thank you. I like it. That was crazy. Like, I can't believe we just had that last little message. Like, that was cool. And like I said, if you're not in the collective, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, I posted something in there for them to listen to, and it said exactly what that card just said, and it was crazy. So you'll have to get into the collective to receive these messages and all the things, but yeah, whew, that was awesome. Okay, let's get our money message for the week. What is our money message for the week? There's a lot of creation happening, expression, creativity, things like that happening this week. And that's creating change, okay? Ooh, we have investment, okay? Says, finances are looking good and growing. Yay, okay. This is a great time to invest. So here's the thing, not today, okay? If you are looking to make investments like stock market, things like that, that are like, there's a possibility of things going wonky, today is not going to be the best day for that. Wait until later this week, okay? Set a strong foundation and you will see the fruits of your labor, 100%, okay? When it comes to your finances this week, it's all about focusing on you, not making any big expenditures where like there's a potential for loss, okay? Potential for destruction, because we do have Jupiter squaring Saturn, and that affects your resources, okay? Saturn wants you to be responsible. Jupiter is like, let's freaking go. All right? Okay, let's get the Rebel deck. All right, this is the sassy deck. It's kind of in your face, so if you get offended easily, you might want to scroll away. Okay, let's see. What all do we need to know this week? What is our message? Here it is again, you guys. Same message we got on Friday. Rebel or rebel, however you want to say it. It says, because fuck it. That's the thing. What is a rebel? A rebel is not somebody who is idiotic or foolish. Okay? A real rebel is very intelligent. A real rebel understands how things work, and that's why they go against the grain. Okay? So, I saw somebody, I think it was Elon Musk, posted about, in the movies, in the Hunger Games, you cheered for the factions or whatever they're called. In Divergence, you cheered for the rebels. Like in Star Wars, you cheered for the rebels, or you know what I'm saying? Like the people that were going against things. And so it's like, why don't we do that here in real life? Why don't we go against the corrupt, against the wrong way of doing things? I've never understood that. Like, why don't we stand up and do something? Like, I don't get it, but I don't know. Maybe the world needs to wake up some more before we do that. But to rebel in your own life is to see that things are not working the way that you've been told they were, or the way you hope they were, or there's some sort of programming that has happened, and you understand that it's not right. And so you decide, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to do this. I'm going to emerge as my true self. I'm going to make different decisions, and I'm going to show myself what is real and what is not. Okay? People are afraid. I know. See, that's the thing, Monty. I'm the same way. If we stuck together, we can make major changes. If we all just stand up and say, no, we're not doing that. Like, what's going to happen? They can't do shit. But it's like getting everybody on the same page is the difficulty, because there's so many people that are so programmed that they think they're doing good, but they're actually on the bad side, So that's how cults start. That's how, things like the Holocaust happen, because these people think that they're on the right side and they're actually the ones, doing the most damage. But anyways, I digress. To be a rebel is to do things differently because you see the big picture. Okay? You have to be your own rebel in your own life. Nobody can do it for you. You have to decide. Okay? Any questions or comments before I close this out? I've got a long day today. Like I said, I've got the masterclass with Dr. Joe Vitale, power coaching, and then tonight I'll be on TikTok Live with Ishita. I met her in the spiritual symposium. She's an amazing woman. I love her to death. She's so sweet. She's great at what she does. She's a psychic clairvoyant. So she's going to do her own channeled readings for each zodiac sign, and I'm going to do tarot for each zodiac sign, and we're going to see how they work together. We did one a while back. We did one last month, and we're going to do another one tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on TikTok, okay? Oh, there you go, Molly. I just answered your question. No, you can't see the class with Dr. Joe Vitale. That is an exclusive thing that only 20 people got invited, and I got invited to it. So yeah, I can't do that. Otherwise, he could sue me or something. The live tonight is at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh yeah, Hollywood does mental programming. All the movies that we watch, the shows that we watch, it's all mental programming. So yeah, be careful what you're watching. You're very welcome, Elizabeth. So all right, you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you back here Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. The masterclass is already done and over with. So up next is Tarot Apprenticeship. We start the 27th, and it'll be every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for 12 weeks. So you have to go register to be in the class. I keep the classes small because it is a live class. And you will be a certified tarot reader once you're done, as long as you come to class and you actually do the work, okay? Oh, I agree, Monty. She said people should start deciphering the words program and entertainment. Is she from New York? No, I think she's in California. Yeah, I'll be on here on Friday. That's what I was saying. I was talking about apprenticeship class. But yeah, I'll be here Monday, today, and Friday morning. I was talking about tarot apprenticeship. We'll meet each week, Tuesdays, for 12 weeks. Okay? So y'all have a wonderful week, And I will see you later. Mwah. Bye, y'all.